End of the year, lights, presents, and that tension in family gatherings, right? It feels like as soon as the turkey comes out of the oven, the drama begins. Old arguments resurface, awkward questions come up, and you're just trying to make it through in one piece. But hold on, it's possible to get through the holidays with your sanity intact, manage your emotions, and even enjoy these moments. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn family chaos into a lighter, even pleasant experience. Ready? The emotional cycle and holiday weight gain. Have you noticed how the end of the year seems to attract full plates? It's not just about the food itself, but what it represents. Holidays bring back memories, and your brain links emotions to flavors. That childhood cake or grandma's Christmas dinner. This creates a powerful emotional cycle that's hard to break. When you're anxious or stressed, your body craves comfort and sugary, fatty foods top the list. It's pure neuroscience. Your brain seeks instant pleasure. And holiday stress doesn't help. Between gifts, travel, and gatherings, cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes. This imbalance messes with your appetite and heightens cravings for calorie-dense foods. You know that cookie you swear you'll just try? Often, that's your emotion speaking. Anxiety drives your brain to compensate for exhaustion, and food seems like the quickest fix. And it doesn't stop there. Family gatherings come with big expectations. Who hasn't been caught up in nostalgia for a perfect Christmas or memories of the past? This directly influences your food choices because every bite feels like it's filling an emotional void. But are we really feeding our bodies or just our emotions? The answer ties directly to what's coming next, the emotional triggers that rule the holiday season. Common emotional triggers during the holidays. During the holidays, food becomes more than just nutrition. It turns into emotional reward. Who hasn't thought, I deserve this? After weeks of shopping for gifts, organizing events, and managing gatherings, it's common to turn to food as a reward for your efforts. A classic example is diving into the panettone or having a second helping of dessert. But is that reward really masking other emotions, like exhaustion or overwhelm? Another powerful trigger is the urge to avoid discomfort. Family conflicts or tense situations can make you seek refuge in food. After all, who hasn't grabbed another slice of pie to dodge awkward questions like, are you seeing anyone? Or how's work going? Food becomes an emotional anesthetic, offering immediate relief, but the emotional weight lingers. And then there's the social pressure. Just one more piece, don't be rude. Or you have to try this. It's hard to say no when the table is full and everyone expects you to join in. It feels like refusing is a form of rejection. But is your yes to please others or to satisfy your own desire? These dynamics show how deeply connected emotions and behavioral habits are. And all of this leads to another crucial point, the influence of traditions and food nostalgia. The role of nostalgia and food traditions. Holiday food carries memories, doesn't it? The smell of that roasting turkey can take you straight back to childhood. This emotional connection is powerful, but it can also be dangerous. Often, we eat not because we're hungry, but to relive happy moments. Grandma's recipe, or that classic family dessert, holds deep meaning. But are we repeating these rituals for joy or out of automatic habit? And there's more. Refusing food can feel like rejecting your place in the family. In many families, saying no, thank you, can come across as rejection. This symbolism can lead you to accept servings even when you're already full. It might seem like a small detail, but it shows how traditions can perpetuate unhealthy patterns. Nostalgia shapes our choices, leaving little room to question if these habits still serve our health. Revisiting traditions can be challenging. How do you suggest that a greasy dish doesn't need to be on the table every year? Balance lies in honoring the past without compromising the present. Small tweaks, like healthier versions of classic dishes, can keep the flavor without harming your health. But the truth is, during holiday stress, these choices don't always feel easy. And stress is one of the biggest drivers of the need for quick comfort. Anxiety, stress, and the need for quick comfort. Holiday stress is like a silent villain. It creeps into small tasks and grows until it takes over your emotions. Between shopping, travel, and gatherings, cortisol, the stress hormone, skyrockets. The brain, desperate to calm the chaos, seeks quick rewards, chocolate, fried foods, anything that provides instant pleasure. It's neuroscience in action, a quick fix for an emotional problem. And the end-of-year rush makes it worse. Who has time for planned meals when there's barely enough energy to wrap gifts? This leads to eating practical but often unhealthy foods. Think of the classic pause for a snack during a shopping marathon. These shortcuts seem harmless but reinforce behavioral habits that harm long-term health. It's not just the body that seeks comfort, but the mind too. And food is one of the easiest escapes. A long, tiring evening? A sweet treat to compensate. Tense family interactions? Another serving to distract yourself. But what if there were other ways to find emotional relief without turning to food? Recognizing emotional triggers is the first step to changing this dynamic. Strategies to overcome emotional weight gain. Recognizing emotional triggers is a game changer. Before reaching for that plate, ask yourself, am I hungry or trying to soothe something? This exercise in self-awareness helps identify patterns. If you notice you're seeking comfort, try alternatives. A walk, listening to your favorite music, or even taking a relaxing bath. Small actions can make a big difference. Redirecting your focus is one of the best strategies. Why not replace that snacking moment with a hobby? Cooking mindfully or testing healthier recipes can be both therapeutic and practical. And during events, practicing mindful eating makes all the difference. Eat slowly, savor each bite, and pay attention to your body. Signals of fullness are like a natural break, but only if you listen. Setting limits is also essential. Before attending an event, decide what you plan to eat. It's not about restriction, but about preparation. Have a light snack beforehand, like fruit or yogurt, so you don't arrive starving. And remember, saying no, thank you is an act of self-respect, not an insult to others. When you take care of yourself, you inspire others to do the same. But what about after the holidays, when guilt knocks on the door? Dealing with post-holiday guilt. Feeling guilty after overeating is more common than you think, but it's also one of the biggest enemies of change. This emotion can create a vicious cycle. You feel guilty, turn to food for comfort, and the pattern repeats. The solution starts with self-compassion. Allow yourself to understand that slip-ups happen and they don't define who you are. Emotional health is built on consistency, not perfection. Instead of punishing yourself, turn the experience into a lesson. Ask yourself, what led me to this? And use that answer as a guide to improve. An example? If you realize anxiety influenced your choices, explore emotion management practices like guided meditation or journaling. Cognitive behavioral therapy can also be a powerful ally in reshaping mental and behavioral patterns. And remember, every new choice is an opportunity to realign your habits. One day of overeating doesn't define your journey, just as one day of balance doesn't fix everything. See the process as a mosaic, where each piece matters, but none is definitive. The key is looking forward, adjusting your growth mindset, and preparing to avoid the same mistakes at the next event. Speaking of which, how about some practical tips to prevent overindulgence? Practical tips to prevent overindulgence. One of the best strategies to avoid overindulgence is simple. Don't go to events hungry. It might sound obvious, but it's a common mistake. Before heading out, have a light and nutritious snack, like fruits, nuts, or natural yogurt. This helps control the urge to dive into the appetizers as soon as you arrive. Starting the event more balanced means your choices are likely to be more conscious. Choosing your indulgences wisely is also crucial. You don't need to try everything on the table. But prioritize what you really enjoy. Ask yourself, is this worth it? This way, you avoid eating out of pressure or habit. And staying active makes a huge difference. A post-meal walk or dancing at the party are simple ways to balance your intake. It's about pleasure and well-being, not deprivation. Small actions can lead to big changes. During the event, serve yourself on smaller plates, drink water between courses, and stay present in the moment. Mindfulness isn't just for meditation. It works wonders for eating, too. By staying conscious, overindulgence loses its grip. And when you focus on these small habits, you'll notice the most important thing is managing your emotions to find peace. After all, emotions are the foundation of everything, aren't they? The importance of managing emotions during the holidays. The holiday season can be intense, and it's easy to put your emotions on the back burner. But in reality, taking care of them should be your top priority. Setting aside moments for self-care, like a relaxing bath, a walk in the fresh air, or even watching your favorite movie, makes a huge difference. When you slow down, your brain better organizes emotional demands and prevents unnecessary burnout. Also, seeking emotional support is key. You can't always handle everything alone, and that's okay. Talking with trusted friends or family can ease that weight on your chest. If the issues run deeper, consider therapy. Approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy help you understand emotional impacts on your body and create practical strategies to handle them. Taking care of your emotions is about more than solving problems. It's about building emotional resilience. The holidays are just one event, but the tools you develop now can transform your relationship with repressed emotions, trauma, and future challenges. And when you feel emotionally balanced, choices for your health, whether it's eating, socializing, or resting, come naturally. The connection between emotions and the body is powerful. Are you ready to put it into practice? Now that you know how to handle the emotional challenges of the holiday season, tell me, what will you put into practice first? Will you start managing your emotions, saying no without guilt, or prioritizing your mental peace? Remember, every small change matters, and the power to transform your holidays is in your hands. If this content helped you, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join me to learn more ways to grow emotionally and live lighter. What are you waiting for? Let's transform your life one habit at a time.